Okay, it's a week later, and all the hype that I talked about in my video last week about God on Fire, I've been wearing it, I have the bottle, and I'm going to tell you, personally, is the hype real? Does this fragrance live up to the hype? Find out coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to Joel the Nose. Thank you for watching. Thank you for support. Thank you for really just kind of being with me on my fragrance journey. I love the community that we have, and it's just so much fun doing these videos and just bringing these opinions to you guys. So I did a video about a week ago talking about God of Fire. This is from Stefan Humbert Lucas, his newest release. For those of you who haven't seen, from the Serpent series, which is a kind of an extension from the Mortal Skin series, which came out, the Mortal Skin came out 5-6 years ago. And this is kind of, that is a series that's based on the smell of skin and the sexiness and sensuality of skin. So this is supposed to still carry on that tradition. God of Fire, I talked about the hype in a video I did at Osme Perfumery last week, talking to the owners, Maurice and Bavica. The reason why I did that video is because they said, they have not seen a bottle hyped up and like so in demand, a perfume, other than Herba Pura in their store in the last basically 5 years or so, 6 years or so, since they've had their boutique here in Miami. So that's not a small statement. They don't hype stuff up. For those of you who know Maurice, he's very low key. He doesn't like to overhype anything, and he never tries to sell anybody on something based on hype. But based on what they're seeing as far as sales, the bottles are flying off the shelves. They had to order more. They had to do some special stuff just to get more bottles because this stuff is so hot. So that's why I did that video. I wanted to tell you guys this is one of the most hyped perfume fragrances in the last 5 years. Herba Pura being one of the other ones. Ironically, they both obviously have a kind of similar vibe, this kind of fruity vibe. So this is my story. I have the bottle, as you see now, and I wanted to really give it a good wearing out. So yesterday I put this on and it was kind of, just wearing it throughout the day, enjoying it myself, seeing what how it wore, see what I liked. I love the notes on this. For those you don't know, the notes, you have mango, you have lemon, you have like a red berry accord with ginger at the top, which gives it a nice fruity but a little bit spicy vibe. So for example, if you compare this to Herba Pura, I think this is a little bit of a spicier opening than Herba Pura because of that ginger. Just is a nice element to it. Nice touch. I love ginger in the top notes of a fragrance. And then you have this beautiful coumarin and jasmine and kind of woody heart note. So coumarin to me is again, it's a really, it's a fragrance note that blends really well. It's kind of almost a little bit neutral, gives a little bit of a almost aldehydic in my mind, like a little bit of a kind of lifting smell or effect to it. And the jasmine is a jasmine that is, I think, probably lacking from a lot of the indoles, which give it the animalic. Indoles give jasmine that very animalic note. For those of you who don't know, this is more of a clean jasmine, I would say. And then at the bottom, you have a wonderful kind of amber oud. And I would say it says musk. I'm guessing it's more of a white musk, just again, from my personal opinion. And I love white musk. So these notes, again, classic notes, very good notes, wonderful notes. As I've worn it, you get this, I would say, a little bit more of for me, I get a little bit more of a complex dry down than Herba Pura. And I love Herba Pura. I'm not knocking Herba Pura at all. It's a great fragrance. And if you love Herba Pura, I mean, there's a reason why it's one of the most popular niche fragrances in the last, well, it was re-released in 2019 by Serjoff. So what happened when I put this on? I wore it yesterday. So I put it on, and then I put it on I wore it all day, and then I put on a fresh wearing as I went out last night. So I go out, and the first person that I go out, I'm going out with, this wonderful lady, and immediately I get in the car, or she gets in the car, and it's like, boom, like, what are you wearing? And she's used to seeing me, of course, wearing fragrances every day, different ones all the time. I'm always asking for opinions, always on fragrances. And I didn't have to ask an opinion. I wanted to see. I didn't say anything. I didn't say, hey, smell this. What am I wearing? I literally just wanted to see if there was a reaction. Because Maurice kind of gave me this advice. He's like, I'm not going to hype this up. He goes, I'm not going to try to sell you on it. I'm just telling you what the customers are saying. I'm telling you what the numbers are saying as far as sales, that there's something here. There's something to it. There's something about this fragrance that's just literally next level, and only the second time they've seen something this like kind of dynamic happen in their store. So, that's why. So I'm like, okay, I did the same thing. Blew her mind. She's like, literally the first thing she said is, whatever you're wearing, wear that all the time. Exact words. Wear that all the time. Now, again, as you guys know, and as she knows, because I've had to educate her on this, I don't wear the same fragrance every day. I don't have a signature scent because I have too many fragrances, and I love variety. But this fragrance literally was like, boom. And she likes a lot of my other fragrances, and there's a bunch that she really loves. Completely blew her away. All right, that's the first thing. Then we went somewhere, and we were going to visit a friend, and we had to go up the elevator of like to the 17th floor of a tall condo building. As we're going up, immediately after we get in, 3 dudes, young dudes in their 20s, like you could tell they just come from the gym, working out, big dudes, young guys, whatever. They get in the elevator with me and her. Literally, the guy stands next to me, and we're in the elevator, so he's a few feet away from me, and he's like, whatever you're wearing, that smells amazing. I mean, this guy and the other dude's like, dude, they're all like, what are you wearing? That is the most amazing perfume, fragrance, cologne they were completely blown away. Again, 3 young dudes in their 20s, like probably, I'd say late 20s, maybe, 25 to 30 years old, completely blown away by this fragrance. This is the first time, I gotta say, first time ever that I've ever worn a fragrance, a new fragrance, that I put it on, that the first, basically, in this case, 4 people smelled it, all commented on it, complimented it, and just said, wear this, this is amazing. I've never had that happen before. I've gotten compliments. I have certain fragrances, I talk about them a lot, they get compliments. This one completely just blew everything else out of the ballpark. I'm wearing it again today, so I'm gonna give it another really good wearing all day, and I'm gonna be going out a little bit, and it's gonna be interesting to see what other comments I get about it. But what else can I say, guys? The hype is real. I know some of you don't believe the hype. That's fine. Again, fragrance, I've always said this, it's very personal. We all like what we like, and you may not love this, but I can tell you I was skeptical. From the standpoint, I've never owned Herba Pura, even though I love it and I think it's a great fragrance, and this one I now own. So it just shows you, like, I immediately was like, boom, it's mine. This fragrance, it delivers. If you want something that's gonna blow people away, that's gonna get compliments, that's gonna smell great on your skin, I love the smell. It's really, really just smooth. It's not anything that's daring necessarily. It's just smooth, it's beautiful. It's like a well-cooked meal at a great restaurant. Say you go to Morton's or Ruth's Chris, or like a really nice steak restaurant. You're not going to an avant-garde restaurant that maybe fiddles around with all these like molecules and tries to do something daring. This is something that's done extremely well, that is going to deliver every time, like a great meal at a great restaurant. You just know. That's what this fragrance is to me. It is on fire. It's God of fire. This thing is fire. It is fire. Get your hands on it. This is, I very rarely say blind buy. I never recommend a blind buy, but a lot of you guys out there do blind buys. If you're a person that does blind buys, this one is worthy of a blind buy. You know I don't say that often. I still never do blind buys. I always got to wear something first, but to each their own, right? This is what's great about the fragrance community. We all have our own styles and stuff, but this is going to be a hit. The hype is real, so that's my conclusion. The hype is real. It's legit. This is going to be huge, and it's definitely, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, worth the hype. Let me know what you guys think. I know some of you guys already have this. I know some of you don't like it. Most people I've talked to love it, but let's get the conversation going on this. It's fun. So thanks again for watching. I'll be back soon with another video. Peace, love, and perfumes.